What's going on YouTube? I'm Wayne, this is with Wayne's Fish World, and today we're going to be talking about how to frag corals, how to attach corals to live rock. Now, there's some simple tools you're going to need. I'm going to recommend this right off the bat. You should technically wear goggles and gloves. I'm not doing that because I'm not scared of dirt, and I mean, if something gets in my eye, it's my fault. I don't feel like having the effort to go get gloves and goggles just to put some corals and some rocks. That's what you should do, but I'm not up to it. I advise you to do it for safety reasons. Sometimes corals do have toxins. They leach out when they're stressed out. Few tools you're going to need. You're going to need some kind of container to hold the corals before you acclimate them into your system. If these are new corals, if they're already adjusted to your system, then you can just throw them back in the tank. But since I just bought some new corals, I'm going to need two different containers. I have a Xenia coral and a Xenia tree coral that I'm going to attach to live rock. Second of all, I'm by the Family Dollar store and I got some super glue. This stuff is, you know, one drop holds a ton. I saw Mythbusters, it was like, they put a few drops on there and they lifted up a car. It was pretty crazy. Trash can, alright. So, I got two rocks, nothing really special. There's some feather dusters on that one, that's pretty cool. I don't really know what that is. There's some kind of life growing on this rock. And then I got a tube of a feather duster, which I'm going to attach my pieces of coral to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take those out right now and just set them aside. This is where the feather duster used to come out of. And then I've got this piece of live rock, which has some a cocoa worm, not a feather duster, my bad, cocoa worm. And I've got some little feather dusters and some other kind of life on this rock right here. It's pretty cool. So that's what we're going to mount the corals to. I only need one package, so I'm going to open this up. Alrighty, I'm going to set this aside. And the two corals I've got. This one is the Xenia, pulsing Xenia. He had to cut it off the egg crates, so it's going to be a little troublesome getting that to attach, and it's probably going to take a couple days for this to open up. And then the one that's going to be easier, which I'm going to do first, is the Xenia tree. This came off the glass, so I don't have a pocket knife on me right now. I'm just going to take my truck keys. I'll take the Chevy. Chevy's a little sharper. And I'm just going to open that up real quick. Get that out of the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my container, pour the water in there, reach in, get my frag, be gentle with it, place it in the container. Now what I'm going to do is take my rock and think about how I want it and where I want this coral to grow, and think how the coral is going to grow up. Now, Xenia trees are really going to grow straight up and then branch out like a tree. That's why I call it a Xenia tree. It looks like a tree from Kenya. So I think a good place is right here. What I'm going to do is get my super glue ready. I've got to punch a hole. Need the keys again. Nah, son of a gun. They don't make this easy, do they? Alright, this is going to hold me up. Hold up. Take my scrubber, poke a hole in it. Boom, we're done. Alright, I'm going to put the nozzle back on, or the cap, then unscrew this part. What I'm going to do is take my Xenia tree. Now, this came off the glass, and it's already got a foot that's established, if you guys can see that. And it's okay for these corals to be out of the water for a short period of time because the tides come in and out in the wild, and they're already used to being exposed to oxygen for some period of time in the wild. And what I'm going to do is just set that there. I just put a little drop on there, and as you can see, the super glue is already holding it in place. And I'm just going to set that there, and we're going to get ready to put that back in this container. And now we're going to move on to the pulsing Xenia. Now, let me see if I can't find a better rock and this right here, my tank. Okay, let's see here. Perfect. Alrighty, this one's already encrusted with some coralline algae too. What I'm going to do, I already know I'm going to put it right there. So I'm going to take the bag with the pulsing Xenia. I'm going to pop it open, do the same thing. And it went in there, so that works out. And what I'm going to do is figure out how I want this to sit. Take my pulsing Xenia, which is a little smaller, so it's going to be a little harder to get out. This one is really closed up because just the sheer fact that it got cut off a lot, it was a lot sloppier of a cut, put it that way. It wasn't a clean cut. So what I'm going to do, take the pulsing Xenia, stick a little bit of super glue there, sit the pulsing Xenia there. I'm blowing right now. Whoa, not like that. I'm just trying to sit it there because this pulsing Xenia is not sitting up like that Kenya tree. And the Kenya tree should be ready right now, so what I'm going to do is sit him back in the water. Alright. Alright, and the Kenya tree is already attached. I'm going to say, guys, my camera stopped recording. I don't know really why it stopped recording, but it just did, and I still had time on the memory card. But I'm going to come back at you guys in another video where I'm going to acclimate these corals, so stay tuned. It's going to be the next video. And I'm going to be acclimating the corals with a acclimation kit sent to me by Doradon. Laura Doradon contacted me and she wanted me to do a product review of her product. And I said, no doubt, I definitely will. I'll give my honest opinion. I've already tested it out. I already know how it works, but I'm going to do another video on it, acclimating coral, because what's better to acclimate, you know? So, come back at me with another video, guys. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Tell me what you think. If you need a subscription, let me know. Subscribe to you. Thanks for all the people who are watching and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Later.